It's about to turn 6 a.m, so my face is still a bit puffy from sleeping overnight. I'm going to invite you to join me on my first run in my new Hoka trainers. People have said both, so I'm not quite sure which. I've had my previous ones for over 12 months now, and I have absolutely abused and battered them to the point where the cushioning has degraded. They were the Challenger 6s, I bought them on offer. I'm not quite sure whether they were any good, but I thought I'd give them a go. I'm not a professional runner, I'm not trying to beat any personal bests. I'm just trying to lose 10%, another 10% of body fat. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at how much I've abused the Challenger 6s. We're going to unbox the Clifton 9s, and then we're going to go on the first run in the gym on the treadmill. So let's get to it. Oh. So these are my old Hoka Challenger 6s, which I bought in February 2023. Now they bought for a grand total of £74. I said they were on offer. I'd never had a pair before, and they still look pretty good, but you can definitely tell the difference when you're putting them on. It's difficult to get the light, but they've definitely been crushed in the back, but they've still got good hard support. They haven't completely collapsed. But yeah, I'm finding much less cushioning on the balls of the feet. They stink. I'm filming this now because I've got them in the bin in the office next to me, having decided that the last clip wasn't good enough. But I thought I'm going to do this again anyway. So they've had their last run, and to be honest, they've served me well. £75, a full year of running, 3-4 times a week, hockey once a week, tennis. You know, I genuinely can't complain at all about these shoes. Very similar in the style to the Clifton 9s, I suppose. But although I suppose you could say that about most shoes. You know, a lot of them are very similar. So yeah, let's go and get the new ones. Oh, they stink. Oh, that dirty table is not going to make me very popular. Right, so I have already opened these, and I have already run in them. And I don't know if I got that. Whoa, it's going to just skim under the lens. So you get the Hoka blue box, badged up, Clifton 9s, UK 10, Nimbus Cloud. I'll put the price on the screen now. I think they're about either 130, 150 pounds. I went for these because they were cheaper than the on running. Plus, I'd run a year in Hokas, so why make a change? So then, usual with any shoe, I suppose. This box was made using 80% post-consumer waste. So, these are the shoes. As I said, dramatic reconstruction. I've already opened these, as you can see. I've been outside of them. These are fully white, and actually though, the other detailing on the sole and then on the toe is brown, which is quite classic to me. I think white and brown is like a classic shoe combination, running trainer combination. You've got a nice reflective, or I assume looks reflective, logo detail. You've got the exaggerated and elevated heel, lots of cushion support in there. That was very comfortable this morning. Obviously you get the usual shoe insert to keep the shape during anything. You got the Hoka Clifton 9 badge there. You've got an elastic strap or an elastic piece of elastic inside to help keep your the tongue in place and keep it nice and firm when you're running. You can see how breathable it is. One thing about these shoes as well is they are super light. They weigh nothing. You can see through this mesh, which is like a Harry Potter lightning bolt actually, almost, although it goes a lot further. But yeah, completely white. Hoka logo again there. Clifton 9 detailing on the tongue. A big comfortable cushion sole all the way across from front to back. Like I said, with the other ones, after a year of running and using them and abusing them, certainly the front and even the heel really, I tend to rotate inwards. They've been completely crushed. crushed and offered little to no support anymore. So these are going to be my new daily runners, the Hoka Clifton 9s. Even got the logo detailing across the sole here. So lots of little bits and pieces to these, but very comfortable. A very comfortable shoe, not a bad price, or at least a ballpark price. If you carry on watching, you will see the first run in them next. Right, eliminates the copyright issue. And so you guys can hear me. I didn't bring a microphone, so you're going to have to deal with the audio. That was a 20-minute hit run in which I came 268 out of 4,884. It's not a brag, it's a fact. In the on periods I was running at about 9.5 miles an hour, and in the offs anywhere between 3.5 through to 5.5, 6 miles an hour, depending on whether I can catch my breath. So during this cool down walk, I thought I'd just give you a few hot takes. Firstly, I should have gone for an outside run, and remember my wife's advice when she bought her new on running shoes, in that they are very slippy for the first run on a treadmill. On the actual shoe, I do like them. They're very white, not for long. They're very comfortable, but that's hard to say after the first run. They're brand new, of course they're going to be comfortable. There's a lot of support in the sole. Feels tight around my foot, a lot of cushioning at the heel. This is what I've lost after 12 months of plastering my Challenger 6s. And there's nothing much to say, because it's hard to say, go out and buy these when you've only had one run in them. The problem I did have with my Challenger 6s was that for the first month, the sole was pinching my instep and actually gave me a blister. I persevered and that went away. These have been comfortable from the minute I stepped on the treadmill, so fingers crossed. Paying that extra money, not getting one in the sale, getting the latest model is going to pay off for me. Simple reviews, as I will say constantly, really, you're here because you're already thinking about it and you want me to reinforce what you already want to do. I don't think you'll be unhappy. If you're a professional runner or you compete, I can't advise you, I'm just trying to get less fat. So with that in mind, and I know I let down on the unboxing, but I didn't have any time. I had to run it, then the other ones were too smelly. I think they're a great shoe. I'm going to keep them until they fall apart or are too smelly to be in the house. And with that, I don't know if I can get this on the camera, but with that, end of bar mist. That's it. Right, onto the 10-minute arm and shoulder. Goodbye. Turns out I'm still in shot at the end.